everybody, on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. I'm Doug. He's John.
I am John. Hey, Doug, I noticed it's February 6th, right?
Yeah, well, your point?
You look a little, you don't look as fit as you used to look. I thought you had...
Well, here's what happened. I had this great New Year's resolution. I had this diet I was going to go on, this exercise program. And after the Super Bowl, I just said,
it lasted about a month.
I just said, forget it.
Well, let's talk to our trainer, Adam Heatley from Afterburn Fitness. Adam, you're on the line, right?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Adam, don't make me feel guilty, okay?
I'll do my best.
Well, we were just talking. It's like Doug had this great New Year's resolution, and he lasted about a month. Isn't that about the norm?
Yeah, it sounds like burnout.
Yeah. So,
am I the only one though, Adam?
No, it's a very common trend that happens, especially right after the New Year's hype and the resolutions and all that good stuff.
Are people just unrealistic? I mean,
I don't think people are unrealistic. I think they don't plan well. They don't plan it out well, and they jump right into it without a plan, and they fizzle out because they're not quite sure, what to do next, or they're not informed properly and things like that. So you need a good plan to execute, any kind of goal you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. You're not going to drop 20 pounds in a month, Doug.
Really?
No. You're not going to drop 20 pounds in a month that's going to stay off. I can promise you that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you cut your arm off. Maybe.
Therein lies the problem.
I guess if you lose an arm, maybe you could lose 20 pounds. But
that would stay off.
So how do you maintain a plan that you can live with?
Well, you have to get realistic. First, you have to, suggest finding a specific goal. It's not, people are like, I want to lose a few pounds and I want to get some muscles. Well, you need to be more specific with that. Do you want to lose just a few pounds? Do you want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months? Do you want to, lose a pound a week? Or do you want, your arms to be toned? Do you want your chest to be toned? Or do you want a full body tone? You need to be specific with those goals. And for most people that really want to drop some weight, I'm like, find an article of clothing that you loved, you used to fit into, and you can't anymore. Put that on the back of your door, and that's your goal, to fit back in that piece of clothing.
That's a great idea.
And that kind of realistic goal is the first thing to start with, and then you devise a plan to execute it.
See, Doug, that's what you can do. That real ugly shirt that Jeannie doesn't like, pull it out, hang it up for her. Yeah. That's probably all your clothes. So, all right. So, I've heard things that it's at varying degrees. It's either 50% workout, 50% nutrition. I've heard 100% nutrition, and what is the actual truth to all this? Working out versus nutrition.
Well, the books will tell you 80-20, nutrition 80, 20% is everything else. I tend to agree mostly with the books. You can, if you have a super clean and dialed in nutritional eating plan, and you work out, at least 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week, that's plenty. That's plenty. But if you get sick and you can't work out, but your nutrition is still dialed in, you'll continue to still lose weight. Your body's metabolism isn't going to get up and stay up just because you're doing 5-mile runs every day. It has to know that you're going to feed it on a continuous basis, and you're going to feed it healthy stuff on a continuous basis before it decides to let go of that fat. And, once it trusts that you're going to feed it and feed it clean food, then you'll start to drop the fat. So nutrition is really where it's at. You don't get a six-pack from doing crunches all day long. You get them from eating clean.
Hey, Adam, if I'm on an elliptical or whatever and it tells me that I've burned 1,000 calories, is that a good start for the day? And if I don't eat 1,000 calories, am I going to lose weight? Is that kind of how that works?
Well, if you burn 1,000 calories on an elliptical, I would first be shocked. And then, secondly, you've got to know how many calories to take in versus how many calories to burn. And this is where people get confused, because if I needed to eat 1,200 calories a day to lose a pound a week, and then I go to the gym and I burn another 500 calories, then I'm in a deficit, right?
Right.
So I'm going to have to reconsume that 500 calories. So what we like to do, or what I like to do, is I'll work your workout calories into your nutritional calories, so you don't have to think about that. How much more do I have to eat because I burn that? because the worst thing you can do is put your body into starvation mode. And when you go into starvation mode, your body won't burn anything but muscle.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like in order to lose weight, you have to eat more. I know that
Pretty
sounds counterproductive or counterintuitive, but that's what you have to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been taught, you shouldn't eat a lot, and that's how you get, you gain weight. But in many cases, that could be true if you're eating McDonald's all day long.
Right.
But if you're eating clean food, which may look like a lot, the calorie content isn't that much at all.
Right.
I mean, you could, I think like over 2.5 cups of veggies doesn't barely even equals like 60 calories.
Right.
Right.
All right, Adam, I got a personal question for you. Ready?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you ate last week?
Oh, come on, really?
Oh,
we get a trainer on the radio, and you're going to nail him on that one.
What was your cheat meal? What did you do?
Oh, gosh, you must have been talking to people. My worst cheat meal last week, I was only one meal, and I was at Yard House in Pasadena. It was the Gorgonzola mac and cheese with bacon and...
Adam. How could you?
Oh, you're going to have to do burpees at the gym. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I paid for it. Don't worry. I mean, you don't get to have that without having to pay for it. That's for sure.
All right. Hey, Adam, where can people get more information about you and Afterburn and all that other stuff?
Just go to our website, afterburnfitness.com, and, you can look up all of our other information and get a hold of us right there on the website.
Great. All right.
Afterburner.com?
Afterburn.com.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Adam.
Afterburnfitness.com.
Afterburnfitness.com.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam, man. We'll see you at the gym.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Adam.
Go work off that mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Really?
With bacon? Yep. Oh, sounds great.
Oh, wait till that gets around the gym. All right, you're listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clara's hometown station. We'll be back with, hey, let's do sports when we come back, Doug.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
You do need... I'm only supposed to do it once a show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
Anyway, folks, it's Santa Clara's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS, the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. We're here every Friday from 1 to 2. It's the Radio Digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and free classifieds for all you need to know to be in the know. Mr. Sports, are you there?
Mr. Sports.
Welcome back, Mr. Terrapin.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, all right, Mr. Sports, Super Bowl real quick. Dumbest call ever or greatest play ever?
I'm thinking it's the greatest play ever.
Oh, it's a dumb call.
No, because you can still throw the ball from the 1-yard line. I mean, you see J.J. Watt do it. You see Rob Gronkowski do it.
Beast mode.
Hey, let me ask you this. You think Belichick would have passed it on the 1 yard line?
Yeah, thank you. With the same personnel. Thank you.
I mean, you could virtually compare Marshawn Lynch and Blunt. That's the same kind of running back. So, no, I don't think so.
Thank you. Dumbest call ever. Move it along. All right, next question. Tiger Woods pulled out of the Farmers Open. Go there. Here you go. Pulled out of the Farmers Open. He's done.
Back injury.
He's done. Back injury. He's done. His back's never going to be better again.
My bias wants me to think he'll be back, but I think he's done.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Way too old.
Way too old. Okay. He's not as old as Doug.
I think he's late 30s. Or 37 roughly, probably.
Yeah. No, yeah, he might be around that age.
Yeah.
No, but probably early 30s, I would guess. I don't know. That's a good question. But
I'm sorry, I had read somewhere, though, that his old coach or his current coach said that he thinks a lot of it's mental as far as his actual playing goes.
I think that was his old caddy.
Oh.
Steve...
Steve Williams?
That doesn't count, then?
Steve Williams? I just think that there's so much mental in golf that, there's probably a mental aspect, but you don't realize that you're swinging that club and you're twisting your back and you're tweaking your back. You're gonna hurt it, and when it's hurt, you're in trouble, man.
Precisely.
You're in trouble. So I think that's a problem. All right, let's talk. Oh, he's actually he was born in 1975. He's 39 years old.
39.
Yikes! I guess he's washed up when it comes to being an athlete. Maybe not golf. Maybe he'll go to the senior tour. I can't see Tiger.
Then he would match Jack Nicklaus.
You think?
I want him to.
Does he have any money left?
Really?
I'm sure from
Tiger
all
Woods?
Xbox games he does.
Seriously? All right, so let's talk. Okay, this is a topic Doug brought up. Okay, and I know where you stand on this, but I'm going to try to phrase it in a way that's not completely all wrapped up into University of Arizona basketball. It's that time of year. Okay, we're coming up on March Madness soon, but this time it's the lull. You got pitchers and catchers reporting soon. We'll talk Dodgers in a little bit, in a couple weeks, I think, when it really matters. Maybe May. Maybe we'll talk Dodgers in a couple weeks when it really matters in, say, September. But okay, here you go. and this is where it comes up every year. It comes up in football a lot, but now it's really prevalent in basketball. Conference versus conference versus conference. You've got a team like Kentucky who's running away with everything. They're in the SEC. The next best team in the SEC would be anybody?
Georgia.
Yeah, and they're horrible. Okay?
They're not bad. They'll make the tournament.
They'll make the tournament, but they're horrible. Okay, the SEC is not a basketball conference except for Kentucky.
Used to be.
Florida?
At times. Florida mostly
Florida
down.
won't make the tournament.
Florida probably won't make the tournament. Yeah, they're mostly down. But, okay, so then you've got the ACC. You've got Duke, Carolina, Louisville, Syracuse, Notre Dame. It just rolls.
You forgot one key team in there, and that's Virginia.
And Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget Virginia. I try to forget Virginia. I don't like Virginia.
John, get to the point.
The point is, then you've got something like the Pac-12, which has Arizona and then nobody else. Okay.
Utah's ranked 13th.
And I always forget about Utah. Okay. And then you've got Utah in the ACC would probably be barely 500 in conference and not be ranked 13th.
I do agree with that.
Okay. Arizona in the ACC probably would be.
They'd be top 15.
Top 15, but they wouldn't be as good as they are. No, is it fair to compare?
I disagree with.
Is it fair to compare these teams that are playing in all these different conferences as though they're playing the same conference?
Because
I need you to rephrase that question.
All right. Gonzaga. That's the one you guys wanted to talk about. All right.
Okay.
How is Gonzaga ranked higher than you? And does it really matter right now?
No,
it
doesn't.
Like I said, Gonzaga is in what I label as the Weak Coast Conference. It's, for the listeners, it's actually the West Coast Conference, but there's nobody besides Gonzaga and maybe St. Mary's that people don't know. And for those of you that don't know, Arizona beat Gonzaga in overtime earlier this year, and that is Gonzaga's only loss.
And look at the level of competition they each play.
However, Gonzaga is currently ranked second, while Arizona is ranked sixth.
Yeah, but also let's keep going with that.
We're exactly comparing like
resumes.
Football.
We're comparing resumes. Who else has Arizona lost to? We won't want to talk about that, do we?
No, Arizona. No, I'd love to talk about it. They lost to UNLV, which is a respectable team. Will they make the tournament?
No,
but
they're not even ranked.
Team.
But it was a road game.
We've got
Both of them were road games. And Oregon State was at the last second, and they're currently tied for third in the Pac-12.
Will they make the tournament?
6-4 conference record.
Will they make the tournament?
There's a possibility.
There's no possibility.
There is a possibility.
You're going to get two teams from the Pac-12. Stop. Okay?
We can get at least 4. I'm telling you.
Stop. Don't. No, not even close. All right. So so then you've got. Let's compare resumes. You've got one team. Strength of schedule is probably down, but you've got them losing head to head, but only one loss to a tournament team. Okay, the team that you guys think is probably number one in the country, despite the fact that Kentucky's undefeated.
But compare the West Coast Conference to the Pac-12. What is the difference of competition
this year?
Yeah,
St. Mary's will make the tournament.
Mr. Sports, what do you think?
I've written on St. Mary's, and I believe they will make the tournament.
Yeah.
But overall level of competition, which conference is better?
Pac-12 by far.
Okay, so why are we beat them? Why are they rated over us?
Because after we've beaten them, we've lost to UNLV and Oregon State. Meanwhile, Gonzaga has not lost to anybody.
So to John's point, should that make a difference?
I think John is right.
Thank you.
I hate to say it, Doug.
I love saying it. Say that again, Mr. Football. Mr.
John
Sports.
Is right.
Say it again. Just say it again. Say it one more time.
What
a great way to go
Bear
out.
down. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
all right, fine.
Bear down, Arizona.
All right. So, Mr. Sports, thank you. Next week we'll talk. I don't know, hockey maybe. Who knows what we'll talk about?
Lakers. One of the great Lakers.
We'll talk Chris Paul and his technical foul.
There you go.
Against the lady ref.
Yes.
All right. You're listening to Gazette Radio. We're talking John on AM-1220 KHTS. We'll be back next week. Santa Clara's hometown station.
See ya.